Math is often about taking a wordy situation and transforming it into like a more simple kind of diagram that you can then use. You can think about whether you're going, which way you're going along the diagram, and you can get to the answer. So let's just write down first of all the days. We've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that's it. So on Friday, we don't know what Thursday is, and actually that's what we're trying to work out. So I'm going to call this X. That's the thing we're trying to find. On Friday, she took 50% less time than on Thursday. So 50% less time, that's going to be 50% of the amount here. So it's going to be 0.5x. And what we've actually done is we've divided through by 2, or times it by a half, which is exactly the same thing. On Saturday, she took 20% less time than on Friday. So if she took 20% less time, then whatever Friday's time was, if that's going to be 100%, and then if we take 20% away, it's going to be 80% of what she did on Friday. So it's going to be 0.5 times 0.8 times x. Or maybe I should have written, let me do that again. I think I probably should have written it as 0.8 times 0.5x first. Okay, and what have we done? Well, this time we've times by 0.8. So we're also told, however, that this is equal to 36. So we've essentially formed an equation for x. And now we can solve this. What can we do? We can essentially do the opposite steps. Instead of dividing by 2 and timesing by 0.8, we can divide by 0.8 and times by 2. I'm going to times by 2 first, and actually that gets rid of this, so it becomes 0.8x, like you can do it in either order, equals 72. So I've divided through by 0.5 or times through by 2, whichever you like to see it as. I get 0.8x is 72. And now I'm going to divide through by 0.8, so x is going to be 72 divided by 0.8. I've got a decimal division. To deal with this, we make it so it's not a decimal division. We can times the top by 10, we can times the bottom by 10. And it becomes 720 divided by 8. 8s into 720 go, 8s into 72 go 9. It's going to be 90 minutes. So there we go. I think this question's, unless you sort of draw a diagram a bit like this, it's very challenging. You might kind of figure out that we are timesing by 0.5 and timesing by 0.8, so you can just do the opposite. But I personally like to form and solve an equation to make it clear to myself.